Hello and welcome to our final video in our College Fit series where I show you how to build your best fit college list. Today we are going to be looking at different tools and resources for researching colleges and comparing colleges to build your list. Hi, I'm Monica, your college access coach, and I have nearly 20 years of experience empowering students and families to navigate college admissions with more confidence and clarity. How do you actually get down to researching and comparing different colleges and universities to decide which ones are the best fit for you and which ones should go on your list of colleges to apply to? Make sure you check out our previous videos on how to determine academic fit, financial fit, and campus culture fit. So there are several different resources, several different strategies for researching colleges. These vary from college fairs to college search engines to campus visits to talking to people who have attended or current students who are attending colleges and universities. I'm going to show you today some of my favorite college exploration tools, and you can download and save a copy of my college exploration tools handout by clicking on the link in the video description. So let's start by talking about college fairs. So this is something that I recommend students start doing as early as their freshman year, definitely by sophomore year of high school. It's a great opportunity to just get out and connect with different colleges and universities and see what's out there. So NACAC holds national college fairs across the United States, both in the fall and the spring, and that includes virtual college fairs. So if you live in a rural area or you don't have access to some of these big national fairs, you can check out their virtual college fairs. And for the spring of 2025, which is when I'm doing this video, there's one more college fair coming up in Denver. They have listed their fall college fairs already, so check back to see where you might be able to attend a college fair in the fall. Virtual college fairs are a great opportunity, again, if you can't go in person, and sometimes they're better because those in-person college fairs can get kind of busy with people. So it's a great way to connect with admissions officers, do virtual tours of campuses, and go to live presentations. Campus visits. The best way to really get a feel for the campus culture, the campus community, the campus tours allow you to walk around campus to see academic facilities, recreation facilities, housing, dining, where students are hanging out. Attend an information session if you go on a campus visit. This is where you can sit down with admissions representatives and get a better understanding of admissions requirements as well as scholarship and financial aid opportunities. Sometimes you might have the opportunity to attend a class to get a feel for what the learning environment is like. If you are a student that is from an underrepresented population, you may be eligible for fly-in opportunities where you will have your whole visit covered, be able to go and visit for an entire weekend, stay on campus, really get immersed in the campus culture and campus life. If you cannot physically go to visit college campuses, check out virtual or AI campus tours. Most colleges and universities are going to have these available on their websites. If you go to those college fairs, you can have easy access to those virtual tours as well. I want to show you a resource. If you were here for our last video, you saw it, but I want to show you another resource where you can visit campuses through the eyes of students and get a raw, unfiltered view of what it's like to be on a campus as a student. From students that are attending there, they'll give you tours of the town, tours of the campus, talk about what they did last weekend, talk about what their classes are like. So it's a really neat way to have a unique look at what it's like to be a student on different campuses. Top Colleges is another great resource for being able to do virtual campus tours. These are in-depth campus tours. They are student-centered. They have featured different students throughout the tour and show their perspective on what it's like to be a student at that college. You can visit and tour several different colleges in these hour-long series that really go in depth with showing you what the campus and what the university or college is like. All right, so you've done some college exploration, you've checked out some college fairs. watched a few videos. Now it's time to really start building your college list. This is something you really want to focus on during your junior year. I recommend by the end of junior year that you have a preliminary list of no more than 20 colleges and universities that you're interested in. You don't have to have that many. It can be fewer, but try to narrow it down if you're someone that is looking at a lot of different options to about 20 colleges or less by the end of junior year. And then over summer, you really want to be doing intense in-depth research on those colleges so that you can further narrow your list down by the beginning of your senior year to, I recommend, no more than 8 colleges. Again, your final list can be fewer than 8 colleges. So I want to show you a few search engines that are my go-tos and show you what I like about these different search engines. So first, let's look at College Board. This is my favorite college search engine and my go-to. So College Board Big Future College Search allows you to go through and search for colleges and narrow down your list based on a variety of different factors. So why do I like the Big Future College Board search? There's a couple of reasons. One, you probably already have a College Board account if you've taken an AP course, the PSAT, or the SAT. So all you have to do is sign into your account, and then you can access this college search option. There are other resources as well. You can do the college search, the college quiz, and a variety of other resources for planning for college. And what's really neat is if you build your college list through Big Future and you do these other steps through Big Future, like you do a college career assessment, for example, during your freshman or sophomore year, you can qualify for big scholarships up to $40,000. It also has a very comprehensive search dynamic where you can search by a variety of things, anywhere from the location to what you're looking for in campus life to affordability. I really like that you can look for colleges that meet 100% of your financial need, and you can decide what factors you want to look for, get a list, and then save those colleges so that you can compare the colleges that you have saved and really start building your college list. So check out College Board's Big Future College Search. Another go-to for me is the College Scorecard. This is through the U.S. Department of Education. What I like about this search is that it gives you really comprehensive information on cost of attendance, financial aid, and financial fit. So it has a lot of different filters as well, so we can narrow down our filters by the type of degree program that we're looking for. We can look at the size of the school and a variety of other factors to narrow down our search. And then once we find a college that we might be interested in, we can click on that and find out more information. And what I really like is this information about average annual costs, median earnings for graduates, and then we can go down and get more detailed information on average costs, broken down by the income of family, so how much it's going to cost for you to attend there after you get institutional aid, as well as average debt that students take on for attending these universities and colleges. So a great tool for exploring college costs and building your college list. Niche is another popular college search engine where you can search by a variety of different factors. One of the things I like about Niche is that you can search for schools that are good for veterans, international students, adult learners, low-income students, and middle-class students. So if you fall into one of these categories, you might find the information in Niche to be quite helpful. So if we look at colleges that are good for middle-class students, and we choose one of these colleges, the other thing that's kind of neat about Niche is it gives you a report card, an overall grade, as well as grades for different factors about the college and the campus. So that's another search engine that you can use. If you set up an account, you can also build your list through Niche. And then finally, we have U.S. World and News Report. In an earlier video, I showed you their college admissions calculator. This has, unless you want to pay to upgrade, this doesn't have as many things that you can search by, as many things to narrow down your search, but this is a go-to if you are looking for rankings for certain universities or certain programs. US World and News Report, although it is maybe biased in some ways, can give you some information on rankings and reputation of different colleges and universities, as well as programs worldwide. So I am sharing with you my college exploration resources. Click on a link in the video description to download and save a copy of this with links to all of these different online search options to help you research colleges and build your college list. So steps to building your college list: freshmen and sophomores, this is really the exploration phase. Check out those college fairs, start considering what kind of things you're looking for in a college, gain an understanding of admissions requirements so you know what to aim for, you know what your goals are, and then you want to assess what is going to be a good financial, academic, and campus culture fit for you. Make sure you understand if you're meeting admissions requirements, what your interests might be, and then start searching. Use those college search engines to filter for schools based on your interests. And then when you get to junior year, you're really going to build that list using those college search tools, as well as my college list builder, which again, if you check out the link in the video description, you can download and save a copy of this college list builder where you can add schools that you're interested in researching in more detail. There are handy drop downs so you can click on these different fields to build your list and then compare these different colleges and narrow down this list to about 8 colleges or fewer that you want to apply to in your senior year. You want to have this list of colleges that you're going to apply to ready when you start senior year so you can tackle those applications when they open as early as August 1st. This has all the information that you need to know about your application materials, deadlines, so that you can keep track of those applications during your senior year. When you are building your list, I've had students ask me, should I focus on pushing myself to a dream college or focus on more realistic but still quality college? So your list should be well balanced. And what I mean by that, you want to have a mix of reach, target, and safety schools. Consider a couple of reach schools where maybe your GPA and your test scores and rigor are a little bit below average, but you still do have a chance of getting admitted to that school. It's going to be a challenge, but you're going to go for it. Your target schools are your attainable schools where you are a pretty good match for the GPA rigor and testing requirements of that school. And then your safety schools are schools where you're maybe above average, you know you're going to get admitted, you know you're going to get a strong financial aid package, and you know that it's a good school that you can attend if you don't get admitted to a more challenging school or you don't get the financial aid package that you're hoping for at maybe your target or your reach schools. So a little bit of a timeline here. This video is being filmed in spring of 2025. So if you are planning on applying to school in the fall, by the end of junior year, you want to have taken ACT, SAT, created a preliminary college list, made intentional summer plans, and started to ask for letters of recommendation so that over the summer, you can really start planning for the application process. Narrowing down your college list, researching the application requirements in more detail, starting to draft your activities list, your resume, and your essay, and retaking or preparing to retake the ACT or SAT if needed. A lot of college applications, including Common App, open on August 1st. Scholarship applications will open in the early fall as well. So you want to do some groundwork over the summer so that you're not super stressed when senior year starts and you're ready to tackle those college applications and scholarship applications in the fall. So you want to shoot to have your college applications in by December 1st. You may have earlier deadlines as early as November, depending on the colleges that you are applying to. In the fall, you'll also be applying for FAFSA, completing your CSS profile to qualify for institutional aid. So If you need additional help with the process, check out my website. I provide a lot of programs and a lot of support for students and families that are going through this pretty stressful process. I have webinar series, I have courses, as well as individual coaching to help you build your best fit college list, help you prepare for that college application process, and help you submit compelling and impactful college applications and scholarship applications. Thank you so much for joining me on this College Fit series. I hope you have all of the tools that you need to get out there and start building your best fit college list.